This video might get you into some serious trouble. I don't really like having it linked back to me, but I guess somebody has to break ground and try to get the word out there the best that they can. I'm trying to use my text / words carefully because the arrangement of them can absolutely signal certain things that will cause other things to crash. The first horse of the apocalypse is probably already here. I'm pretty sure I know who that is. So let me see if I can explain it in a cipheric or cryptic way enough to not get this flat box system recording to cancel everything. If you were at, let's say there was a child that was allowed to be at a carnival. And at this carnival, any children could come to the carnival and they could sell their product at the carnival. Let's say any kid could sell a food product at this carnival. And when you come to this fair, you could imagine that everyone's given equal access to selling food, and all foods would be equal and welcome. As the carnival progresses, gets larger, attracts more attention, then certain stipulations on the food would begin to kick in regular fashion. And you would eventually not be able to sell certain types of food at the carnival. A particular food could get rid of your booth, so to speak. But it's not just about the food. It could be about there's two systems going on. There's the first system that is behaving in line with the second program. So food, there are some that are producing food, and then there are some that have found ways to create new foods. So the carnival system, as it grows and develops, would eventually begin to start having constraints. And the larger and more successful the carnival became, you would begin to find that instead of selling your food, you have to provide food that is in line with carnival standards. And then pretty soon you find that you could only provide food given out by the carnival, regulated by the carnival. And if some began to give out fake food, let's just say they got a hold of the system. And so if you weren't giving out the same fake food as everybody else, even the same exact presentation and manner, then all this gets restricted. So if you look at the white horse, the one, even we could assume that the one that's on the white horse would be wearing white as well, but the first horse of the apocalypse being white. If you think about the time period this was written in, it would be magnificent number one to have a white horse. But to wear white would also signify more, as in status. So think along the lines of the highest status. I did a video a few days previous mentioning that some could climb up high in the sheep's mind. So you have sheepfolds, and that you could enter by other ways. And so the authority of the church has been abrogated, and there are higher authorities in white, in prestige, in position. And this white horse conquers. What prestigious conquering position do you know that can peacefully control everything by just its recommendations, under the guise of being white and good, including food distribution at the carnival? It is now known that the global feel-good system, transliterate those words, the global feel-good system that was created originally by just one group within the carnival of sorts, they now control the food supply, and if you say otherwise, then things get deregulated. It might be time to develop other sources of communication about food.